I'm the one of the three of us who's played this before. It's been a really long time. I think I was a teenager the last time I played this, and I remember it a lot less well than even King's Quest VII. Like, I'm very fuzzy on the particulars. I will say it's one of the most adult adventure games Sierra ever made.
Nice.
There's going to be some grisly murders.
Murder.
I think there might gasp even be a pixelated sex scene.
Sex.
And the thing that I will be
Danger.
intrigued to see is, not spoiling nothing. New Orleans is the setting of this game, and voodoo is a very prominent part of the plot. I'm curious if it might be a slightly insensitive portrayal given more modern standards, but I don't remember it. Maybe it'll be great. Who knows? I know I really liked the game.
Right? Yeah.
So, trigger warning.
Yes.
There might be some
Slight
voodoo
culturally
dolls
insensitive depiction
or
of American culture. Slight trigger warning around that.
What year did Angel Heart come out?
Oh, such a good question. We've talked about Angel Heart on the stream before. 1987 film with De Niro and Mickey Rourke and Lisa Bonet. And yeah, it turns out along with Anne Rice, of course, it was definitely an inspiration for the writer of this game.
Sierra made, depending on how you count, almost 100 graphical adventure games over their history, and in conversations of which one is the best, there's no complete consensus, but almost always in any debate about the best game they ever made, this game, Gabriel Knight Sins of the Fathers, will be in that debate.
Excellent. Well, I understand why people voted for it during our finale last year of King's Quest VII. I never played any of these. I played Phantasmagoria.
Which is actually probably the most adult game Sierra ever made. This is not as crazy as Phantasmagoria.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy Phantasmagoria as much as a lot of the other ones, but this one looks like it's more my style. Like, the graphics after this era, where they started using, like, photos of people and trying to make them look more like people.
When they did the full motion video fad near the end of their run, The second Gabriel Knight is like Phantasmagoria in that it is also a full motion video game, actually.
We see the evolution.
Right, this is the only
series.
one of the three Gabriel Knights in, like, classic VGA point and click style.
Yeah, and even the 20th anniversary edition of this game takes away some of that charm of this era of graphics. So that's why I wanted to play this one first. And should we just dive in? Should we do this?
Yes.
I mean, I guess just final sort of little bit of exposition I'll give is that, one thing Sierra back in the day was rightfully lauded and acclaimed for, and frankly is still kind of remarkable even in the modern video game industry, is how many of their writers and creatives were women. Like, it wasn't just Roberta Williams. She made a point of bringing a lot of other really talented creative women into the Sierra family to make their games, like the Quest for Glory series is a husband and wife team. They brought in Christy Marks, who made the Conquest of Camelot and Conquest of the Longbow games. But probably after Roberta Williams, their most prominent female creator is a woman named Jane Jensen. Jane Jensen was originally brought in as a staff writer who collaborated with Roberta on certain other titles. She co-wrote King's Quest VI and Laura Bow 2 with Roberta Williams. But this is her debut as a full game designer, and this is where she's not just sharing credit with Roberta. This is her creation, her baby, Jane Jensen.
You mentioned the Quest for Glory games. I would love to play some Quest for Glory 4, certainly, on this stream soon. Do you remember the developers of that game?
Corey and Lorianne Cole.
That's right, yeah. Let's get into it then. I think it's time. All right, here we go. All right, here we are with Gabriel Knight. Let's watch this intro and see just what kind of cringe we're in for.
These are the most cutting-edge graphics 1993 has seen.
Look at that cat cam. Love it. All right, here we go. Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers, Day 1.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. There we go. That's what I was waiting
Yes,
for. Mark Hamill as Detective Mosley.
Mark Hamill.
Leah
Leah
Remini.
Remini.
That's
Leah
right.
Remini.
Virginia Capers.
Remini.
Michael
Michael
Dorn.
Dorn.
There he is. Or Leilani Jones.
Wait a minute.
Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. as Wolfgang.
I don't know, but that's a great name.
Rocky Carroll
Rocky Carroll.
as Willie Walker. Susan
So
Sarandon.
Leah Remini was in Scientology at
Yes.
this point.
During this, while this was being recorded.
So she's doing a
Jim
satanic
Cummings,
voodoo
the
thing.
legendary voice actor Jim Cummings, the guy who was there.
Mm.
Oh, and Mary Kay Bergman was the original voice of Cartman's mom on South Park.
Oh, man. Star-studded cast.
Yeah, I mean, Sierra at the height of their powers from like 91 to 94, they like had as much money as a Hollywood studio. They could hire anyone they wanted for their games.
Here we go.
Oh, it begins.
It begins. Back to the
Bur-
graphics.
Bourbon Street.
Day one. I dreamt of blood upon the shore, of eyes that spoke of sin. The lake was smooth and deep and black, as was her scented skin.
I'm expecting Anne Rice to come out for her book signing.
I bet. Just a minute. It lives, I see. Do you want to speak with Lolita? I'm sorry, but Gabriel is allowed. Oh, I mean, he's out. Yeah, if he ever comes back, I'll tell him. You know, you could do better. I know I don't know you, but you could do better. Sure. Bye-bye. Good morning. The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. Let me know
That's
when you want
Leah,
the
isn't it?
messages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gee, you're lively. Did you have another nightmare last night?
Sort of.
I told you it's that voodoo book you're researching. That stuff can seriously screw up your karma.
Yep.
I'm sure that's it. Maybe I should write a horror novel on passive resistance instead.
So don't sleep. It's your body. Anyway, your handheld tape recorder came today.
Really?
Handheld tape
Great.
recorder.
Amazing technology.
I know, technology's advancing so rapidly.
I can't wait to see what human rights you violate with this one.
I can't wait to violate them. For example, if you would just let me...
And I located some local voodoo references for you.
Already with
Dixieland Drugstore and the Historical Museum of Voodoo. Both are right here in French Quarter.
How would I ever manage without you?
You? Give me a break. The devil himself couldn't change you.
Well, if the devil had great legs, perhaps.
Oh
Like yours.
my god.
And a riveting
go.
personality, I'm
Here we
sure.
go.
Buckle up, everybody.
If you need any more research done, just ask. It's not as though we're swamped with customers.
So, he's basically John Constantine?
I mean, he's a horror writer researching his next book. It's basically like a Stephen King premise, basically.
Okay, so we've got a question mark and an exclamation mark. Exclamation mark means just talk to them, but question mark, I read the manual, by the way.
Yeah.
Question
yeah.
Oh,
mark,
okay, good.
Question mark interrogates someone and brings you to a different screen. So first, let's just talk to him.
So, what's new, Grace?
Yes, hated by Scientologists now, Grace.
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Ooh. There's some action
As I
already.
said, it is definitely in the running for the most adult game Sierra ever made.
Had any customers lately?
No, but I'm sure you have.
What a witty repartee. It's
I know.
Diane and...
You know, you really
As-
should get out more.
But then who'd take care of St. George's?
Or me.
Exactly.
Yep, Diane and... Jack
It's
and Diane.
funny because he is an adult who can't take care of himself.
It's funny.
Shall we look? Shall we look at the shop, I guess, before we engage
Yeah.
in interrogation?
That
Sure.
shelf holds used copies of the Dime Strife series, secrets of unsolved ancient UFO mysteries and such. They just leap out the door.
Wow.
Interesting.
The books on the table have been chosen for their special appeal. Recent fiction by the biggies. In other words,
Biggies.
nothing written by Gabriel.
Biggie Smalls?
Burn, narrator burn.
Ouch. Love a good narrator that can rib on the main character.
Today's newspaper is on the counter.
That
The
might be
magnifying
useful.
glass is a handy item for reading old manuscripts or the fine print on Gabriel's lease.
I want both of these
Wow,
items.
this is a very
There's a pair of tweezers
sassy narrator.
on the counter.
Yeah, very.
Grace uses them for book repair
I
work.
don't like a good personality on my narrator. My Space Quest 4 is one of my favorite narrators.
Blessed
Oh
caffeine.
boy, they got the legendary Gary. What's his
Blessed
name? And I'm blanking on
caffeine.
his name.
Oh, but one more time.
Blessed caffeine.
Blessed caffeine.
Blessed caffeine.
Hallowed be thy name.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to take some.
You know
of this.
what coffee that is, right? Because it's in New Orleans. It's Cafe Dumont.
Dumont, yeah.
Ooh.
I went there.
Dated June 18, 1993.
1900.
The front page has an article about the voodoo murders. The
'Cause that's all they
article
do is
says
murder,
that the
apparently.
victims are all identified as members of the underworld. The general public of New Orleans is in no danger. Police
Sure.
claim the so-called voodoo trappings found at the crime scenes are fake, a scare
Voodoo
tactic,
trappings.
and that the murders are not associated with any genuine practitioners.
Wait a minute. Is it voodoo or is it not voodoo?
Gabriel
Like, come
also
on.
scans the Aquarius horoscope
Okay.
for the day.
Ooh.
Potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution and do not get involved with anything new at this time.
Well, that advice
Right.
will be straight up ignored.
I think I've got an Aquarius moon, so I'll take that advice.
All right.
I got no Aquarius in my chart. None.
I don't think I do either.
Yeah, you don't know. Do
Yeah,
you know?
I did. I have looked it up. I don't think Aquarius is in there.
I'm gonna take the tweezers for a bit.
Good. You're beginning to look a little scruffy.
Just trying to make you feel at home.
Cha-ching. First
I don't
item.
even understand what
Oh, it's
that's
like
supposed to be
burn?
referencing.
Question mark.
First item, in all its glory.
The tweezers from the bookshop
we already
are
know
an old stainless steel pair that Gabriel's had forever. The tweezers,
What?
that item cannot be read.
Oh. Huh. Okay. There's a
What's the
view.
middle one? What's that middle
Exit.
door thing?
That
What is that?
object does not
Oh,
open.
it. Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Gabriel cannot.
Yes, he can. Try
Mind
it.
if I borrow the magnifying glass?
No, Sherlock. Just bring it back when we get the next estate shipment.
No problem.
Cling, ding,
Gabriel
dong,
finds
ding.
those popular authors very mediocre. As though they would care.
My
Needs
kidney's
Wow.
already floating, thanks. My kidney's already floating, thanks.
Okay.
What is
let's
wrong?
go into interrogation mode.
There's
Let's
no one in
interrogate
that part.
Leah Remini about
Yes,
Scientology.
there
Let's
is.
do this.
Interrogate.
Are you
Where's
clear?
Got a
Gabe's
minute, Grace?
wife?
What's up?
Are you clear, Leah? Where's Scientology? It's not on here. I guess.
Are we
voodoo is the
clear?
closest,
What can you
Voodoo.
tell me about voodoo?
I didn't know much of
Voodoo.
anything about it until you started researching it for your book. Now I know that it's active in the city. There's that shop and museum. It can clearly be dangerous in the wrong hands. You should be careful investigating it.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Just what I read in the paper, same as you.
What
New
can you
Orleans.
tell me about New Orleans?
Well, I've only been here 2 months, but I love it. It's so much more alive than any place I've been. It feels like anything's possible here.
Like levees breaking.
Herself.
Tell me about yourself, Grace.
Yeah, right, Knight.
I mean it.
What do you want to know?
Oh my gosh. The
Oh,
dialogue.
wow.
in this, good lord.
So much to
Wow.
say. How old are you?
I'll point out again, woman wrote this game, so interesting.
How come we haven't gone out yet? You want how old are you? Is that what you want first? Is it gonna track our sort of Lothario-ness?
I don't think this is a game that I don't think
Okay,
this predates
that's-
games that would
I think
track
so.
our romance or something.
I think you're right.
You
How
gotta
do
get
you
in
like
trouble.
working at St. George's Books?
Well, it's not exactly a huge intellectual challenge. Although the math in your record books could confuse Einstein. Still, I love old books, and it's a nice way to pay the bills while explore the city for a summer. If you ever pay me, that is.
Zing.
Mm, Oh my
Just tell me
gosh, there's
anything
more.
at all.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks wanted me to go on right away for my PhD, but 18 years of school was enough. I needed a break.
And your student loans, by the way.
Tell me about
At least
it.
in the 6 figures at that point.
I mean,
What do you
we
do
can do
after
the
work?
creepy ones.
Well, I either go to my oil painting class or my Tai Chi.
I'm just
You know that.
interrogating her. She
You
might be a
know,
suspect.
you can go
never know.
overboard with this improving yourself stuff. You don't want to alienate us mere mortals.
I suppose I should just allow my mind and body to atrophy.
Works for me.
I mean,
Why would that work for you? What
Hmm.
is about a woman atrophying that would be to your advantage, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
How come we haven't gone out yet?
I'm still waiting around for that lobotomy. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know.
Oh,
Mhm.
burn!
Ooh, snap.
All right, let's just go.
How
for it.
old are you?
Old enough to know about men like you.
Oh.
Oh!
All right, one more time.
Just tell me anything at all.
I came to New Orleans because I'd read so much about it, and I thought, spending a few months here would clear my head.
Oh, that was some acting liberties, Leah. That was acting liberties. I loved it.
I just
So
thought it
good.
would clear
Nothing,
my
I guess.
head.
Never mind.
You know.
Suit yourself.
All right, that was herself. Messages.
Do you have
Any
messages for me?
Dana called, and
Dana.
Susie left a message about a lawsuit.
There is no Dana?
Awesome.
Oh,
Okie dokie. There's more when you want 'em.
There is no Dana. There is only Zoo.
More messages.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Okay.
So
You
later
don't
we
have
can
it
ask
yet.
her to research shit once we learn what we want
I can't think of
researched.
anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is going to be a lot of dialogue in this.
Do you have more messages for
like
me?
it?
Your grandmother called.
I keep meaning to get over there. What does she say? Did she sound good?
She sounded great, and we had a nice little chat about you.
Grace.
Mm.
Don't worry. I didn't go into detail about your cardinal sins. Not that anything about you could surprise her. She adores you anyway.
She's my girl.
But she said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay.
Hey. All right. That was a
Something
point.
happened.
That was a point. I got a point. Let's see more messages.
Do you have more messages for me?
Here's a strange one. You got a call from someone named Wolfgang Ritter. He said he was calling from Germany. He told
Oh,
me
that's
it's urgent,
not
maybe you
good.
should give him a call.
Yikes.
Call
Yikes.
Germany. Like hell. If it's really important, he'll call back.
Long
Well,
distance
fine.
international calls,
Let's just hope
people.
he's not with the German lottery for pitiful American authors.
Do
Anything
you
else?
have more messages for me?
Your friend Detective Mosley called.
Heyo.
Talkative, isn't he?
Especially with you. What do you want?
He left
Is
an
there
interesting
romance?
message. He told me to tell you that his mother's maiden name is Humphrey. Oh, that's Humprey.
Fascinating.
And that he left some photos for you at the station, at the front desk.
It's about time.
Gabriel, those photos wouldn't have anything to do with the voodoo murders, would they?
No.
Now, why would you say something like that?
Because I know you. You're getting privileged information, aren't you? Did you tell him you'd put him in your new voodoo book?
A writer has certain obligation to his readers, you know.
Gabriel, you know you'll never put him in your book. Your main character is a female orthodontist. You're gonna be reincarnated as a pit bull if you keep screwing with your karma.
As long as it's a male pit bull with really big.
That's enough. Thanks.
Ugh.
Anyway, that's all the messages.
I think think
God.
his
Thank God.
like
All right, I got
cojones
points.
needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're good here. I think we went down all the dialogue
I mean, I think we
trees.
unlocked a few useful pieces of information.
7 of 342 points. We got 7.
All right.
I
Is there
feel
anything else to
like-
do in the shop here? Any
No.
The
obvious
chandelier
items?
is original. Gabriel finds it charming.
Oops. Sorry, I cut
The
you off.
shand. All right. He can't afford to replace it. The book rack contains cookbooks, true crime, and puzzle books. An inspired combination.
This looks important.
Grace keeps her art supplies here.
Oh. Should I poke around in her art supplies?
3 snakes in a skull. Gabriel's father painted it.
She
what
say
a wacky,
tree
offbeat
or
kind
three?
of guy Daddy was.
3
Very
snakes.
Irish of
Three.
What
her.
a
It's
wacky,
Tree.
3. Tree.
Grace
Tree
likes the little
snakes.
banker's lamp. She has the soul of an accountant. The books on the desk all need repair work.
I don't
The
know.
shop's mascot is an old knight-shaped coat rack.
I think we might need that coat.
Dramatic, isn't it? Gabriel didn't eat for 3 weeks after splurging on that coat. He has a thing for black leather.
Okay,
Ding.
I'm confused. Is that not Gabriel right there?
Yeah, we're playing
It's a
Gabriel.
bit
But
warm
why
in
is she
here.
keep referring to
Gabriel
Gabriel?
decides to wait until
wearing
he
a
puts
coat?
on his
She's
coat.
the narrator. She's speaking about him in third person.
Snarkily.
Yes, snarkily.
I realize that, but
Gabriel
like,
cannot see.
what's his relationship to this shop? Does he own this
he owns
shop?
he owns the shop.
The
Oh,
gargoyle is
okay. I
heavier
must have
than it
missed
looks.
that.
I
It's
missed
an
that too.
antique
Important
book
detail.
repair shop.
Gabriel
I think he
cannot
owns
take
it.
that.
Yes.
So he's harassing his employee then.
Yes.
yes, he is.
Absolutely.
Saint George
No, that is
could use
what is
some
going on
serious
there, and
renovation.
it is at post
Absolutely.
me.
Gabriel likes
It
to
was
think
never
that the
acceptable,
place
but
has
especially
character.
post me too. It's awkward.
What's that say?
St. George Books could use some serious renovation, but Gabriel likes to think that the place has character.
Okay, that was the shop.
St.
Look
George,
Cool.
the curtain doesn't provide much privacy, but Gabriel's rarely in his bedroom during shop hours anyway.
Should we go explore?
So
the
that's where he
bedroom?
lives, huh?
Yeah.
I guess before we go.
I've
let's
already solved this
probably-
entire game.
Ooh, another room.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a bunch of shit in here.
Mardi Gras
So-
mementos left by some female or other.
See?
Mm-hmm.
See?
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
He's a problem.
Yeah, he's a little Constantine. He's a little playa.
A small trunk serves as a table for the radio.
This
For
is
the radio.
This is for the people that didn't feel okay about playing Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh, is that what
The
it is? This is
typewriter
like the
beginning
less
to
offensive.
accumulate
Right.
cobwebs.
I mean, maybe
Should I
it's
feel
just what you
guilty?
get if Leisure Suit Larry is written by a woman instead of a man.
the
I don't know.
wastebasket overflows with crumpled pages of mediocre glory.
Oh, does Gabriel ever get his?
Gabriel's
Comeuppance?
bedroom is also his office, his studio, and library.
Oh, is COVID going on then
Jeans and
too?
T-shirts. Gabriel likes a subdued
That's the
lighting
line of the
effect.
night. I can love that.
The dresser holds a meager supply of underwear
And 38
and 38
pairs
pairs of
mismatched
mismatched socks.
socks. Let's start touching.
Well, at least it's an even number.
Oh, that's my phone. I don't have any phone
So
numbers
if
yet.
we get numbers, we can call people.
I'm gonna
There's a
press
phone.
Mim. I'm gonna press Mim.
Gabriel never has
Make every
figured out how to
media.
operate the memory function on this phone.
But Make Every Media knows. He should call Make Every Media for consulting.
Mem. There's a phone in here, so if we get numbers, we can call people from in
Gabriel
here.
doesn't need anything from the typewriter. Gabriel, the beads
Beads?
wouldn't. Gabriel
I'm
minded.
just doing
Gabriel
some
minded.
Yeah.
cursory pixel hunting
Gabriel-
while we're
Gabriel-
here.
All my clothes look the same, so
Why
why?
change them?
All my
There's nothing Gabriel needs.
All right, I clicked pretty
Gabriel
much
might as well leave.
everywhere.
What's that
Gabriel,
little
mind-
white thing on the front of that board there? The little.
This one.
Yeah, like.
Gabriel might as well.
These
Gabriel
Oh,
are.
might.
Let's see what they are. Then.
Gabriel might as well.
A little
Gabriel
cold
might as
bubbly
well.
and brie
Ooh,
cheese is
whoa.
about
Okay.
all Gabriel's fridge
Oh, it's a
ever
fridge.
has in it.
Yeah.
Bills from last Christmas
Bills
gathered
from last
dust
Christmas. Got
on
it.
the door.
So it's definitely Mardi Gras
Gabriel-
time.
It's Gabriel's. The medicine cabinet contains a few old prescriptions. Personal hy- It's Gabriel's bathroom.
I really got to get around to cleaning up in there.
Yeah.
So
Gabriel
maybe
likes
at
a
this point,
subdued
the
lighting
only real
effect.
point is that there's the phone we can call
Gabriel-
people
I
with.
think so. I'm gonna go ahead and take off. I think. What? One more thing.
Several dozen books, including a few of
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go pick up whatever Detective Mosley has left for me in the station. Actually, first I'm gonna try to steal her art portfolio.
Gabriel wouldn't.
The paint. Okay. She didn't
Oh,
let me-
that's where Gabriel crosses the line. He won't
Gabriel
literally
wouldn't-
rob her art supplies.
Right,
The
of course,
desk is
because, you know,
It's certainly light.
get your hands off of my,
Gabriel,
what is that blue color
Teal?
that Bob Ross is always talking about?
Oh,
Cerulean?
Cerulean.
Or Azure.
Azure. Leave.
Gabriel cannot. Gabriel can.
You've already got me, you.
Oh.
It's a bit warm. In-
Can you just walk through the door? No.
that
Oh wait, there's a
doesn't seem-
door icon. An open door
Of
icon.
course. What is this? Question
I
mark.
don't know. There's
The
Ooh.
move icon allows you to move an object. Click
Oh,
on the
there you
move
go.
icon, click
and then what's the gear one do?
The operate icon allows you to use an
Oh.
item.
Like the tweezers?
Oh yeah, maybe.
We use the tweezers on a book or something.
Gabriel opens the cash
Aha.
register to examine the tape,
The tape.
or in the case of St. George books, the mistape.
Hey, money.
Oh.
Money to
It's
give
a
to
gift
the
certificate
voodoo
left
priest.
over from yet another dismal failure of a promotion.
You'll
The
see.
cash register contains.
You know, if I
about
didn't know better, I would
$20 in
almost say the
small
narrator
bills
is trying to
and
tell us
change.
the main character's
The
a
cash
loser or
register
something.
contains about $20 in
Like-
small.
I wonder if the narrator. I'm assuming the narrator will be a character at some point in this story. It's just an assumption I have.
I
Oh,
trust you
I
can live
knew it.
without this old gift certificate.
I took a gift
Knock
certificate.
yourself
Oh,
Wow, so we just found another point. The gifts-
Olive Garden, here we go.
See if I
Yeah.
can operate this ladder.
Oh, so yes, the game's a lot more interactable once
If
you
you
know
try to
this.
look down my shirt one more time,
Oh,
Oh my
Yeah, just trying to refresh my memory.
I
Oh my
know what you're
God,
trying
Tim
to
Curry.
do.
I
Oh my
forgot
Get
what a
down.
bad womanizer he was.
Ugh.
there are so many lawsuits
The
happening.
coffee has
In this
already
world.
been made.
Good lord. Can I move this little statue? It looks like it needs to be pushed.
The gargoyle
Man.
is heavier than it looks.
Alright. Can I push the,
Moving that would do little
alright.
good.
Cool, let's get out of here.
I mean, with our new knowledge, is there anything in the bedroom we can interact with?
Oh gosh. You want me to go back to the bedroom?
I'm
I
sorry,
don't really
just-
want to go back to the bedroom. Seriously, it smells in there.
I don't.
Like I can smell it from over here, and I'm in Paris right now. Like that's Paris.
Oh no, I can operate the typewriter. Oh dear.
Writer's block.
I saw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
Mm.
I don't
wonder
need
what
to,
else is
thanks.
blocked.
The refrigerator is already functioning.
Alright, time to leave this place.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get out of here. We now know all of the things we can do. And open door. There we go. There we go. Here we come, world.
Woot.
Hello world.
So no echo right now for
I'll
y'all?
be back
None.
later.
No.
It's all good.
Uh,
Okay, so if that happens again, I'll just, stop sharing and reshare with y'all. That seemed to be the key.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is that
look at
really
this.
what New Orleans looks like?
That's exactly
Yes,
perfectly
that's
square.
exactly what it looks like.
There we
go.
Neat.
It is very square.
So yeah.